3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Glowing Up Latina, minisode. wait, yeah, right? Minisode number 7.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another mini glow. I'm pretty sure this one will actually be mini. I'm like pretty certain. I'm like 99.9% certain.
It's always that 1%, man.
You never know. I'm Christina.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Liana.
This is officially 1 year of Glowing Up Latina. 1 year ago today, you guys, we uploaded our very first episode, full-length episode. And now we're about over 20 in, because we've done 7 of these. We're on episode number 12 of the season, and we have a whole full season.
Yes.
Wow, look at all that content. And a YouTube channel that we're working on.
YouTube channel and spin-offs. So we have been giving you all the content for you guys that you asked for.
It's been very exciting. Yeah. So how do you guys feel about 1 year of Glowing Up Latina?
It went by super fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I can't believe it's already a year. Like, I remember like us having all of those like planning meetings and just like figuring out, like even thinking about the name, like how we wanted to call ourselves. Like, we had meetings upon meetings upon meetings, and now we're here. Now we're here doing the thing.
Yes, exactly. We're out here doing the thing. It's exciting that we each put, a lot of effort into, creating this podcast and speaking our truth and making sure that that we have a platform where we feel seen and where others feel seen. So I absolutely love that for us and for the community that we're, being there for.
Yeah. So I don't know, you're right. It did come very fast. I literally remember being in that like rented space that we did for the photo shoot. Like, that feels like both so long ago and also yesterday. It's very strange.
That was a lot of fun too.
That was so much fun.
Yes. And also big thank you to our graphic designers, our photographer that we use at the time, just to get this whole thing.
Tech support.
Tech support.
Everybody, all of them. Everyone that we interviewed.
Yes.
For the minisodes, like just everyone. I think this definitely is a team effort. And I don't think we would have gotten as far as we have if not for everyone who gave us advice and
yes,
talk to us.
It takes a village. It definitely takes a village.
Isn't it crazy? Did y'all ever think we would actually do interviews of people? Because I really did not think that was going to happen so soon.
No, I literally thought we would have like 10 listeners.
And now we have listeners all over the world, and we have all these like people we've interviewed, and like really like fun interviews, very inspiring, and just a lot of knowledgeable interviews that we've had from authors to therapists. It's been amazing.
Very exciting. Do you guys have a favorite episode that we've done?
I still love the Big Chicas one, and then the Briars
with Adriana, right?
I love the one with Adriana when she teamed up with she partnered up with Briars ice cream. I tell my family about that interview all the time, and they like, wow. When we had brunch, I told my uncle and my aunt about it. They were just like, wow, that's so cool. Like, yeah.
Oh, my favorite one was the quinceañera one, or the Sweet 16 one. That one was really cute and really fun. It was like we got to look back in the past and just like see how much we've grown from that one. And then my other favorite would be the one that was it Red Flags? No. There was one, was it First Heartbreak? First Loves?
Oh, First Loves was a good one.
That was a good one.
First Loves, I loved that one. That one was so fun. It was so cute. I love that one.
I enjoyed that one. How about you, Christina?
I think definitely the religion one for me. I
Oh
love that one.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's something that we need to bring back up at some point. We did it very early on. So it's in the
Yeah.
archives, you guys, if y'all want to listen to it.
Yes, yes.
And then I don't know, I'm torn between like the Thanksgiving one and the one we did when we talked about the MSNBC, the Culture is Latina. I really liked both of those. Thanksgiving one was funny, and the other one was needed.
Mm-hmm.
The MSNBC one, that was a great segment to watch. I love that one a lot.
Yeah.
So, would y'all say that any of those episodes were like y'all favorite moment of Glowing Up, like as a whole, or do y'all have maybe a different favorite moment or memory?
Again, the photo shoot. I thought the photo shoot was a lot of fun. I felt like we just were like superstars getting our pictures taken for the podcast. And I was like, wow, this is going to be like on a website somewhere. And if, if anybody would have asked me, what do you do for a living? What do you do on the side? Like Glowing Up Latina. Go check out go check out the website. I do this with my friends, my best friends. Like, hey, check that out.
Yeah. I think for me, the very first time that we ever recorded, and that was an episode that we never released.
Oh,
that's right. Oh,
was that the day we had like mad tech issues? Like we spent all day trying to record the one thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think.
And there's the because at the beginning we used to say Glowing Up Latina take one, right?
Yeah.
Before we would record. So it's already like 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday, I think. And I'm like, Glowing Up Latina. Take six. And I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm over it.
Yes. Okay. I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was like the first time we've ever recorded ever. And I remember like all of us with our first ever microphones, like our cute little setup. And we're like all so nervous to talk. Like I remember Amanda one time, she was in the middle for one take, I think.
Yeah.
Her face got just like beat red. She was like, I don't want to do this.
I was like, no, I don't do well. Center stage. No, don't. No.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. That is a good one.
Yeah.
I think mine has to be when we got the email from Adriana's team because we all like hopped on FaceTime. We're like, oh my God, did you see this? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That was a really good one. And it also was like, I think I mentioned it before, but it was like a really good, like, it like to me, like legitimized us. I was like, oh my God, people listen to us. That's crazy.
I think, now that I'm thinking about it even more, another moment was like when Poderisa posted on Instagram some of the Latinx podcasts you should listen to.
Oh, yeah.
And we were on their carousel of other, podcasts to listen to. And I was just like, that's us.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was really early on.
Yeah, it was early on. Yeah. We were like only 3 months in.
No.
Less than even more a month.
We were
like
still
maybe
in
like
March.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Because it was for Women's History Month they did it.
Yes. It was Women's Day. There you go. Thank you very much. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Porrisa. That was so nice. And then Selena Gomez was on that or like commented something on that or shared something. And I was like, Selena Gomez knows us. And that was it.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, she listens. I know she does.
Selena, if you're listening, I love you. I really do.
Huge fans.
Literally stand. I stand all the time. Okay, so what would you guys say has been like the biggest challenge or like one of the biggest lessons you've learned in doing this podcast?
And this is to be TBH for anyone who wants to do this, right? Who wants to have their own podcast. It's time management. I'm gonna be real with the people. It's time management. It's always gratifying at the end of the day when you get like positive reviews and you have listeners commenting and oh, we love your podcast, we love enjoying listening to you guys. That's always gratifying, but know that it does take a lot of work. Time management. Manage your time wisely and everything will work out and work into place. So yeah, and at the time I was getting married, so everywhere. My mind was everywhere.
Yeah, this is like a legit second job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think for me, the most challenging thing is like not mixing friendships with the podcast because like even though like we are as close as we are, it's very hard to get like mixed in with the feelings of just like, oh, I can't say this or like I can't say that because we feel like, you know, we're going to hurt each other's feelings or anything. But like, if you think about this as a side job, like you just said, like when you're at work and we're working our 9 to 5, we're real quick to be like, excuse me, like I asked for this 2 days ago and I still have not seen it yet. Like, where is it? Like, I'm here to follow up. And so that's something that I'm still trying to like figure out how to do, like me, myself personally, like I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. And like another challenge, and that also goes into like figuring out how we work because all three of us work very differently.
Yeah.
So that's been a challenge all in itself. But I think like as we keep doing this, as we learn about how we work with each other, what's best, how if we were to know how Amanda works, how I work, how Christina works, this would be easy and then this would be challenging, but it wouldn't be challenging, but then you don't learn from anything, like I've learned so much from Amanda and Christina through this with time management and being like, okay, I know that Amanda and Christina are morning people. So if I need to send them something to look at, I can't send it at 11 o'clock p.m. because they're already knocked out. But I can send it to be like, hey, here it is. Let me know what you think in the morning when y'all are awake. And then I can work on it at night when I'm awake.
Yeah, another TBH moment. We literally had a moment earlier this season. I want to say right when the season started, because Liana and I do this thing where we're like, look, I love you, but, and Amanda was like, you'll have to stop doing that. Like, stop. Because we know that we love each other. So just say what you need to say and like, we'll be okay. And like, I had to tell Amanda and Liana and be like, look, when we're doing the podcast, like that's business, but everything else, like we're friends. We're friends first. And like, I want us to stay friends first. So I think we're all still trying to like find that balance because again, it was earlier this season. So.
And we just made it halfway through the season. So it's like and we had a break between season 1 and season 2. So it's like it's definitely a huge learning curve.
Yes.
But
I think for me, it's going to be delegation, which I have not mastered yet. I feel like both of you could attest to that. Like mostly because I know like I'll do it this way and then it'll be done at this time. And it's hard for me in general to rely on people. So, did y'all hear that?
That's how real it is.
Okay.
Facts. I was about to be like, okay, I heard you.
So that's something that I'm working on. That's been a challenge for me. But also I think one of the like a lesson to come out of this in general has been that, like Liana said, like I've learned so much about all you guys, like things that I don't think we would have learned had we not taken on this project or decided to do this. And I think that in certain ways, it's definitely like strengthened our friendship because even like outside of the podcast, I slowly see us being more like, hey, this is what you're doing. Not a fan of that right now. Or like, hey, this is what I got going on. Like, I need to step back. Not even in the podcast, but like in our friendship for a minute. So I will say that's like been a big thing, a good thing to come out of doing this. It's been great.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, here we are. We're going to wrap up our little mini-sode. Isn't that crazy? It's actually a mini-sode. I'm a little shocked. It doesn't feel very long. We'll see.
No. Okay.
Okay, what are you guys looking forward to the most for the podcast?
I really do enjoy all the interviews that we do. So I would like for us to continue with our rhythm of having, people reach out to us for interviews. And I know I mentioned one during our New Year's resolution. I think it was just like more viewers, more listeners, trying to get that YouTube channel up. Networking. See, there you go. That's still my thing, networking. But yeah.
I'm trying to think about, do you remember during our tech support video where you and Amanda, you and Thomas were matched, and how Thomas was saying how like I'd be interested to see like your blueprint kind of for the podcast. I'm trying to think about it in that sense because that question kind of like meshes into that. And I don't know, like I'm thinking like I want to see us get really far. Like if we could be like the MSNBC, like with our little table with our cute little centerpieces, like a whole production team. Like I would love, like that's literally like the dream that I have for like us and for the podcast, And like, yeah, I want us to have that cute little studio with our name on the back. Adorable.
Someone to sponsor us. Pick us
please.
up for something. Sponsor us, pick us up for something. Take me out of my 9 to 5, please.
Please.
I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I mean, I'm very grateful. I am. It's what pays my bills, but
No, you can take me out of my 9 to 5. That's fine. I'm gonna pay off this law school debt somehow. I don't think the law is gonna help me. I think for me, so mine is actually more brand wise, the Glowing Up Latina brand, because I think we're all working towards that goal of making Glowing Up Latina a brand, which I'm very excited about. But in that, like, we've been a little slow to it, but we are developing the YouTube channel. And I'm really excited to see where that goes. I'm really excited to learn more about like how to create these videos and putting up good production value. I don't even know how you say it. See, I know so little, but I'm very excited about getting that out to the viewers because a lot of people thankfully seem to respond to us as like individuals. And I love showing people like a glimpse of my life because there's one thing that like I would like not necessarily an influencer, but like because that's a lot of responsibility. But like I just want people to like see my everyday life and be like, oh, I could start this podcast or I could do something similar to what they're doing. Like we're so alike, or like we have similar values or stuff like that. And I think lastly, one of the things I'm looking forward to is just strengthening our community. I know we have been pretty slow to respond to messages here lately, and don't think that we don't read them. We do. We read all of the messages and we love hearing from you guys. Just life gets a little busy, and I think we can all agree that we would rather put out stuff for you consistently than have to like put stuff off. So, sometimes things fall to the wayside. But like Amanda said, if someone sponsors us and takes us out of our 9 to 5s, then we have all the time in the world to do all of that. Very exciting. Wow, you guys, I really think we did it. I'm not going to be able to check until after, but I really think this is an actual minisode. And in celebration of us putting out an actual minisode and it being 1 year of Glowing Up Latina, we are doing another giveaway, but this one is happening like immediately, like right now, from today going forward.
Woo!
And of course, we will have a post up on our Instagram. But just so you know, the way to enter is to like the post and then tag 3 people that you think would like the podcast so we can spread the word, you guys. And the giveaway will run for 2 weeks. And at the end of the 2 weeks, we'll have a little randomized spinner go, and we'll pick our winner that way.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop.
But we just want to say thank you so much for all the love and the support. And Obviously, a big shout out to everybody who's helped us get there. I know our families listen to this podcast and they've shared it with people.
Yes.
Our friends were integral in getting this podcast set up, tech support especially, but all of our friends listened to the podcast and took a short survey for us, which I still really, really appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
And trust
Wow. Shout out
us,
to
you
y'all guys.
right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Trust us, you guys. This went under heavy development. We worked very hard on this before we brought it to you to make sure that we were bringing you one of the best things that we could.
Yes.
So, and we can't leave without giving a shout out to Clyde, who took our photos on our website and that you'll see on our Instagram. Stephanie, one of our graphic designers who made our logo that we love so much and the cover art that you see for the podcast. And Bella, who also made our Meet the Host post in the beginning of the Glowing Up Latina journey. Honestly, everybody who has had their hands in this project, we are so grateful for y'all and helping us build this community and fulfill a dream of ours, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I said it in the first episode, season 1. I never thought that I would be on this type of platform, just sharing my truth, my stories, and experience as a Latina growing up in New York City and facing some challenges. But it's great to share that with you guys and the listeners. And just again, it's great to know that I'm not the only one out here having the same experience. So yeah.
Yeah. The community that we're building is so, I don't know the right word to use. I'm like thinking authentic, but that's not really the word. Pure. That essence, the essence of authenticity, of purity, like our community is just it. Like, and I'm here for it. And I'm so like grateful for everyone who listens and whoever reshares and who comments. Like Christina said, like none of that goes unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
We see every single one of those things that you send to us. So we thank you so much from the bottom of our corazones.
Yes.
And we hope you'll stick around as long as we're around so that you can see what we have to bring to y'all in the future. Thank you so much, you guys. We love y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanksies.
And until next time, keep glowing, mija.
Bye.